Great to have you here.
Likewise, sir.
There you have it. Hello, Stevie. Here we go.
Let's roll.
Number one. First off, I was annoyed that the NBC people moved the Phillies race to 8:40 at night on Friday. Used to be late in the daytime. They ruined the businesses in Louisville because now you can't go to Pat's Steakhouse because NBC put the race at 8:40 at night, and nobody's going to go drive down to Louisville from Churchill Downs. That drove me crazy. Then on top of the idea that I got every famous person in America, and all we see on Saturday with the NBC coverage is all the nonsense with mint juleps and hats and everything else, including Jackson Dart. Well, you know what? He's becoming, Bill Parcells used to hate this. He's becoming a celebrity quarterback. He wants to be seen everywhere. Dart was all over the place. Hey, Jackson, how about you be in a situation where you look at some film and find out why you blew a lead last year in Denver at 19-0, throwing interceptions all over the place? This is ridiculous. I mean, you got to be kidding me. You're a Giant fan right now and you want to watch this? The Giants have Charlie Connerly and Phil Simms and Lawrence Taylor. Think he's healthy. Harry Carson, Belichick, and Parcells. And you want to watch that on Saturday afternoon at the Kentucky Derby? God, that's tough to watch. And I can't stand all the whooping. It's a 2-minute race. Okay, put the TV on at 5 to 7 and get out of there at 7:30. And give NBC credit for one thing. They went right to Celtics and 76ers.
No pregame show.
No pregame. Thank God. Boom. Tip. There we go. But gee whiz, enough of the Derby nonsense with all the pomp and circumstance. Jackson Dart jumping in there too. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Who wants to watch? It's not sports. This is garbage. Nobody wants to watch that. And NBC, shame on you for doing what you did to the businesses in Louisville by moving your race up to 8:40 at night on Friday. There was a big article in the New York Times about that. Joe Drape, you did a bad job. And a bad job by Dart. Number one. That's funny. That is, I love you too. That is funny.
Oh,
you okay?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I mean, you got some nerves. He okay?
But I'm not okay.
I know you get worked up all the time. Go ahead.
That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Where the hell have we seen Jackson Dart since the offseason? We haven't seen him, and he shows up on one Saturday in Kentucky, and you got a problem with it. Can he live a little? I mean, my God, just because he showed up to the Kentucky Derby, all of a sudden he's not in the film room. He couldn't have spent every day since then in a film room, but then took a day to go to the Kentucky Derby. I mean, what the hell is that about? That's a bit extreme. And by the way, you're looking at it wrong. Did it ever occur to you, Doggy, by putting himself in that limelight, there's more pressure on him to produce, which means he's more incentivized to step up and live up to the acclaim he's receiving. Ever think about it like that?
He's played 12 games. Giant fan thinks they have the next John Elway. Take it easy.
I don't want to know what your pulse was like during the Met Gala if you didn't like the.
Oh, that's another thing. That's number 2.
I should have been there. I should have been there.
Oh. What a joke this is on. Here it is. Ben Stiller tells the whole world he's such a great Knicks fan. And on Monday night, they're playing the Sixers in Game 1 of the second round of the Eastern Conference for the Knicks right now in the semifinals, where they're the favorite. And I got Ben Stiller with the Knicks playing 5 feet from this, and he's sitting there at the gala. Forget the gala! You're a sports fan. You sit there and you go to the Knicks game, and you sit in your courtside seat. You can't sit there and tell me that you're a huge Knicks fan if you're Ben Stiller and you're not at Game 1 of the Philly series. This is not like it's work. He's not on a film. He's not doing any comedy. He did not interrupt work. This is something outside of the realm of it. This is basically his private time. Be at the Knicks game. You saw Chalamet at the Knicks game on Monday night, did you not? That's number one. And then I got to look at Lindor. Now, hold on now. Lindor has done nothing. The Mets had a game against Colorado. We killed Soto forever when he was on the IL list because he didn't text the Mets during that 12-game losing streak. And the Mets are playing against the Rockies. Mendoza's on a freaking life raft. And we have Lindor sitting here watching a Knicks game. And here's Brunson to shake his hand. Did Brunson say, Lindor, your team stinks, and you've lost 12 in a row, and you're 12-25 with a $40 million payroll? That drives you crazy. Watch every pitch of your Mets. You're supposedly a pseudo-team captain, and you're at the Knicks game when the Mets are playing do-or-die games on the West Coast? That drove me crazy. Both of them. Stiller, game, Lindor, with the team, or in your living room watching a ball game, go through all the pitches. that way for?
Have you ever considered therapy?
Yeah, I've been on it many a time.
Or at least like medication to lower your cortisol level?
My little Zantac, Valium. I take the Valium because on Monday night, Tuesday nights I can't sleep. I take the Valium.
I wasn't really expecting an answer. It's kind of rhetorical.
Wasn't expecting an answer, Paul. Listen. Doggy, I got to tell you something. This wasn't bad. I agree. Ben Stiller should have been at the Knicks game. Very disappointed in Ben Stiller. That's Mr. Zoolander right there. I'm very fond of him. Love him. But I was very disappointed to see him at the Met Gala when the New York Knicks was playing. I'm very disappointed in that. I might have to talk to him about having his Knicks ticket stripped, okay? That's number one. Number two, I would have agreed with you 1,000% about Lindor if the Mets were in town. The fact that they're on the road, it's not a crime for him to be at the Knicks game. If they were playing at Citi Field, I'd have had a heart attack over that, especially as much as they stink. They're 13-22 on the season, and he's batting .226. But because he's on the IL list, while also the Mets are on the road, I'm not gonna knock him for going to the Knicks.
Fair answer. Fair on the road. They were in Colorado. Was up against the Knicks game same time. All right, number three. This is on me and Fat Rob in Vegas. This is a terrible and Rapid City. This is a terrible job on my part. Terrible. And this is why scared money never wins. Steve knows about scared money. All right, this is a betting saga. Let me make this quick. Last week, Game 6, I did a parlay. I bet the Knicks in Atlanta -2 and Orlando, Game 6 against Detroit. I also love the Lakers in Houston and the Sixers in Game 7 in Boston because I thought it was about time they would break that 0-for-18 franchise streak of being 3-1 down, never having won a series. And this is before Tatum got hurt. And it was plus 225. So I would have won 5-1 on one and 8-1 on the other. But I didn't bet the second one until I was sure that, in fact, we were going to get the first one home. Because it's Friday night, and you had to bet the Lakers because they played on Friday night, Knicks, the Celtics played on Saturday night. So what happens? This Knicks blowout of the Hawks with that 63-11. I had an incredible win, and the Magic are up 60-38 at the half. At home in a Game 6, they scored the first basket of the third quarter. They're up 24 points. I'm counting my money, which is what a gambler should never do. Count his money. But here's the worst thing. I didn't have the guts or the confidence to say, you know what, I want to win one before I bet something else. I should have put the bet in, and I didn't. So what happens is Orlando loses, so that's a parlay lost. But because I was afraid to go Lakers and Philly, I didn't win the second parlay. Lakers kill Houston 98, whatever the final was. They won by 20. 98-78 was that the Game 6 final on Friday night. And then Philly at plus 225 wins the game against the Celtics. You put $3,500 on it, I would have won $19,000.
Oh my goodness!
What an idiot! And you couldn't bet Philadelphia on Saturday because once Tatum was inactive, the number went to 140 from 225. So you got killed. And I had both games right. I knew the Knicks. I filled Orlando. I knew the Lakers would bounce back. And I had a gut feeling on Philly, which played perfectly. And like an idiot, I got nervous. I got more money than I can. I'm 66 years of age. Chris, have a little fun. Then I see Dart acting like he acted, and I didn't bet Philly, and they win the game.
Back to Dart.
Oh, my God. What a terrible job. And I'll tell you right now, I know everybody says Mosley shouldn't get fired, all right? If you're the head coach of that team, and they score 19 points in the second half of a Game 6 at home, 4 for 37 from the field, and you don't call a timeout to get them a layup to stem the leg, you deserve to be fired. Okay, that is unacceptable. If I'm the owner of the team, and I get a 24-point lead in the second half in Game 6 at home, and I forget my bet, and I lose the game, you deserve to go. It's tough to say, but it's true. But Fat Rob and I panicked, and that's why I'm still doing these shows after all these years. Enough! I could have retired! Number 3.
You retire after 18,000? I don't think so. Go ahead, Paul.
My turn?
Yes, it is.
I don't talk about the. In fact, I boycott the NBA until LeBron James apologizes to Stephen A. Smith.
Wow.
Boy.
Wow. You've taken Stephen A's take with the whole thing with LeBron.
He's had my back with Seth Rollins.
You're going to have his back with him.
On everything.
Wow. Stephen, how about that? Is that a disgrace on my part or not?
Yes, but are we surprised? You're a degenerate. That's who you are. I mean, this is what you do. I mean, rather than just placing a bet and going away, you understand what I'm saying? You modify stuff. You're watching it closely. You start panicking. You're probably looking at, oh, I'll get to call out Fat Rob and anybody else. You do it to yourself. It's what you do. A matter of fact, I think the one thing you do better than sports is lose money gambling.
I do lose a lot.
Oh.
I do lose a
Scared
lot.
money don't
That's a rough comment there, Stephen.
And he's got some nerve. Has he been at any Knicks games calling out Ben Stiller? He wanted to go to the Met Gala.
I was going to say the same thing, Steve.
I've been compromised. We all know that, and not only that, I'm going sometimes. I'm going to the Lakers game this weekend.
Stephen, you're a Knicks fan.
Yes, I am.
I want you at the Knicks games.
That's right.
Get your rear end here tonight.
If they give me a courtside seat, I'll sit there.
You can afford it.
I can't sit in the stands.
All right, we got to go to the bump here.